Stealing from Sned. Man, I talk about Sned a lot. This love affair I have with my friend across the pond. This is a double shot. What I'm reading, what I'm watching. And I think we do those in this order. You've had some where you've said both, so let me know if I'm doing this wrong. So, what I'm reading is I came across some discussions on string theory, and it sort of was this rabbit hole that I dove into based on the Eric Weinstein, maybe it's Weinstein, based on his podcast, this Dr. Ed guy that works on dimensional and string theory and everything else. Anyway, sort of reintroduced me to additional dimensions. So I've got this link to a couple of different resources. This one guy, he's like this, claims to be this functional ADHD person, and he describes dimensions 4 through 10 and in sort of not a layman's perspective, but in a more layman's perspective than what I had seen before. And I sort of combined that with some more technical reading, which helps you understand the basis of how the second dimension leads to the third dimension, which is key to understanding the future dimensions, which in turn helped me to understand when the podcast host said to Dr. Weinstein, can you explain this dimensional thing? And he said, imagine a whatever the hell, right? And he said, now have it folded at 6 points to an intersection, and then you'll understand where we're at with this stuff. So seeing some of these concepts visualized in written form helped me to understand what he was actually saying at the time. And I didn't get it when he was just talking about it. So that is what I'm reading. It'd be nice if I read it aloud, wouldn't it? But I'm driving, so I'm not gonna. I'll provide a link in the description box. What's interesting when you continue to look into the dimensions and you see links from sites such as Quora, I enjoy reading the comments. I find the comments encouraging that people are thinking about things. Because in my day-to-day life, I have this notion, this suspicion that people aren't thinking about things. Now, as to what I'm watching, I came across it this morning. It is by the creator Joe Scott, and it is about accelerationism and as it pertains to the fourth turning. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this video. I will attempt to provide a link to that as well. I plugged in that concept that they talk about in the video to make sense of why we're in such a situation with the presidential race. Like, why, in my humble, uneducated opinion, why once again we have two numbskulls running for president. And I believe the concept of accelerationism applies. And what it is, and the video had kind of a salacious and naughty title. Like, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it was like, why billionaires want to accelerate destruction or some shit like that. But it has to do with the fourth turning, and the idea is to keep turning the screw until you get to the fourth turning, and the faster that you cause that, the quicker that you get past it. I sort of imagine that combined with this presidential situation, combined with the thoughts of the Great Reset, and here we are. Like, there's no way around ending up with something new globally into next year. Either you have a continuation of, from what I can see, while there's been many executive orders, it's in a way like lame duck leadership, unless I'm missing something. I mean, there's so many gaffes with the current president. Or you end up with God knows what if the Republicans win. So there you have it. What I'm reading, what I'm watching. Anyway, that got me through Monday.